from Plato's cave. We write the program mind, no longer self-confined. Love's wisdom, love's wine.
What's happening in this Pride Parade today has never happened before, which is we have seniors leading the parade, which is the way we have 2 trolleys and 8 golf carts and a pickup truck with music. Five, I love you, love you, love you. This is going to be an amazing frickin' day.
The idea of community and being together and appreciating one another. In this day and age, basically, when there's so many things that we need to be grateful for and that we are so proud of, and especially in this day where it is the day of when we actually celebrate Pride.
You're 64. You could be considered one of our elders here. So, with the opportunity here, what would you like to impart? What can we learn from you as an LGBT elder?
Well, basically the fact that we need to support each other. We need to take care of each other. We basically need to testify for each other, and again, be there to listen to each other, to honor one another, and to cherish one another. It is so important also to be able to talk and to be able to speak, because you see many folks are here, they're looking at machines. They're not communicating, they're not touching the heart. They're not saying, hey, good morning, good afternoon, how's the wife, how's the lover, how's the kids? You know, and it's important that we maintain that communication and that process. That it is essential. That's the way humanity was programmed. We have to be together. We have to basically help each other out and give testimony, as I say, and be there to care for each other, to love each other, and to laugh and cry many times for each other.
It's almost one of those things we can learn from the seniors. You don't often see the seniors sitting with their face in the phone like you do younger people. So it's that reminder, just be present, be real, be a human, not attached to a machine.
What I try every day, what I attempt to do is basically plant a seed. To plant a seed, to say hello, to may I help you, and to have your eyes open, because so many folks have them closed, you know. Or many times I'll walk by someone basically who's ready to bump into me, and I'll say hocus pocus, hocus pocus.
Nice.
That's basically what I'll.
So the seniors are a great reminder for us just to open our eyes, to be present.
Yes, most definitely, and to care. And again, as I say, I continue to stress the issue of care, and the issue basically that we're here to help each other, to be attentive to each other. And it is so essential that we cherish that, and that we understand that, and that we don't squander it, you know.
Let's cherish that, right?
Indeed, my brother. Indeed.
So don't leave San Francisco, Bohemia, Francisco. Oh, how we are really gonna miss you.
For those of us who care about the seniors, any ideas, advice, suggestions of what we can do to reach out, to support, to build community and help seniors feel a part of something?
Well, probably more outreach. You walk on Castro, you see a lot of single men walking, looking rather aimless, and that may be true in the women population too.
Right.
But I especially see it with the men, that you can tell they're just kind of rolling around without a whole lot of purpose, and I think that's usually loneliness.
So, as an elder yourself, what kind of advice can you give? What can we do to better support you as seniors? You know?
Well, throw yourself out at the world, volunteer, do things you normally wouldn't. Just get out there and be with people. Sometimes it's hard, but you just have to keep throwing yourself out there experimenting with new things, and learning new things. Keep your mind active. Keep your body active.
Keep your mind open.
Yes, of course. Yes.
What can we learn from our elders?
Well, the years, we've spent so many more years than others in life. We know what it's like to have to be very quiet about our sexuality, trying to be invisible, trying not to get noticed because of all the negativity that's often faced by the queer community. So what we learn is that what we've got now is something we didn't have before, and something that we have to keep protecting, because there is the danger that people will try to curtail our freedoms.
You mean just being out and being who we are?
Just being yourself.
Yeah.
And, I mean, we are a minority in the world, and it's very easy to simply close yourself away rather than face all the negativity and the otherness that we don't belong. And it's a constant work for us to keep throwing ourselves into our communities. Just be ourselves, and try to do something good.
Something good. I'm seeing a pattern here where you say a lot of the elders have spent their lives kind of hiding and staying closeted and trying to be more invisible, and now they're suffering from invisibility and lack of community and attention and companionship in their elder years. Perhaps then is the solution to be more vocal, more out, more expressive and real throughout life, so that people will still embrace you in the latter days?
Yes.
Validity to that?
Oh yeah, because so much of the culture really doesn't recognize elders other than comic characters, and it's very hard not to be marginalized, because so much of the culture focuses more on youth as opposed to past experience and wisdom and the same needs as anyone.
What's the value of past experience and wisdom?
Well, we hope that you'll remember it when you're faced with a similar situation, and you'll remember what didn't work and what does.
So what works?
What works is look before you leave.
Okay, pay attention, in other words.
Yeah.
Right?
Focus,
assess your surroundings.
Focus, and try to get input from people. Look for other people who you recognize for wisdom, and do things with the support of people you admire and whose wisdom you respect.
Don't leave San Francisco, Bohemia, Berlin, disco. Oh, how I thought, really miss ya.
Where's the impulse come from to reach out to the seniors in particular?
Because when my grandparents, they were like, as they got older, people were like leaving them and not coming to visit them, and so it was kind of hard. So from there, I was like, man, it's not like when they tell me stories when they were growing up and how they came up and how we came over here to the United States and stuff like that. So it's interesting how they live their lives and how different it is from then to now. It's just like, oh my God, it was so nice to live back then,
How do we benefit from those stories, just that engagement?
It just makes me feel like, so I won't make the same mistakes that they made, to be a little bit smarter on how to deal with people and not to do the same thing that they did, like my family did to my grandparents, of leaving them alone and not coming to visit them. So that's something that when I get older, I don't want that to happen, feel lonely and,
Let's not ignore our seniors, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Feels good, making people feel good kind of feels good, isn't that funny?
Exactly, yes it is.
Yeah, it's something I learned that we were at the Brahma Kumaris recently, and Sister Shivani gave a talk, and it was beautiful, and she talked about whatever we give first goes through us. So we kind of get what we give. If I give anger, that's because I had to experience anger. If I give love, I experienced that love. What we give is what we get.
Right, and that's what we need nowadays in this world, Everybody's so angry all the time. We need to share the love so they can feel the love. They can share it to somebody else, and pass it down. Maybe my nephews will see that I go visit my grandparents or other elderlies, and then they can go and do the same thing later on in their lives,
It's a beautiful thing. Let's keep influencing each other to spread more love, to embrace our elders, to respect and embrace and accept everyone with love.
Yes, and not forget about them, you know. I mean, they raised us and helped us the way we are, and so bring our culture back and the way they were raised. And little things that they like cooking, you know, it's totally different now than when they were cooking. So, but it's nice to learn how they were eating and how they were cooking, you know. And then sometimes you might put that in your own cooking, you know. So it's nice. It feels good to help elderly people, you know. It's wonderful.
It feels good. Speaking of feeling good, we love to wrap with a hug.
I hope that next year you come back to me and you say, ha ha ha! You said it was a one-time thing, but now we're doing it every single